Good evening, everybody. We're here at Elkhart, Kansas. Team has not come out on the floor yet, but we'll get ready to start things over. Whoops, here we go. Coming out on the floor is your Lady Cardinals, getting ready to take on the Elkhart Lady Cats. So this is the finale of the regular season for the Lady Cardinals. And they're taking on an Elkhart team that they've played for the last several years. Looking forward for the matchup. There have been some interesting games between the two teams over the last couple of years, and Cardinals are coming in hoping to ride a nice last 10 games, building up a 7-3 streak over their last couple of games. Elkhart comes in as a 9-6 season, but this is one of those games where you get to find out what does Kansas look like for high school sports compared to Oklahoma. Elkhart comes in with a 9-6 season. Your Lady Cardinals come in at 14-8, so very similar type records. Cardinals have built their record going against this year a schedule that's been heavier on Class B than Class A. Cardinals have faced off against a couple of ranked teams. And looking through the schedule, doesn't look like the Max Preps shows any games for Elkhart against ranked teams. But Kansas does things a little differently. And looking through it, Elkhart has a whole bunch of close games. And their wins, 32-28, 39-38. But going against a bunch of teams that we only know because of living out in the Panhandle and being close to Southwest Kansas. So Elkhart's played teams like Syracuse several times this year. 3, in fact, all 3 of those wins. So that's helped give them 3 of those 9 wins. They beat them 49-40. They beat them 48-44. Sorry, lost to Syracuse, actually one of the times 48-44. And then most recently, their game last weekend, they beat Syracuse 53-37. So Elkhart's gotten better as the years has gone on. Elkhart traditionally has a good sized team and tends to actually run a little bit with Kansas teams. It can be a tradition to see teams that are playing more of a half-court game than a full-court game, but Lady Cardinals in playing Elkhart have faced some teams that have some different character over the course of the years. I remember one time coming here to Elkhart, and it was a high post offense that a tremendous young post player who had a really great turnaround jumper. She caused a lot of problems for the Lady Cardinals on that night. In recent history, the Lady Cardinals have won the last 3. They've come here to Elkhart and won. They've won the last 2. If you go back 3 years, the year before Coach Schmaltz took over for the Lady Cardinals, Lady Cardinals and Elkhart battled it out. Elkhart came in highly ranked. They were top 10 in the state of Kansas. Lady Cardinals led most of the way and were poised for a win before a foul with no time left on the clock on a 3-point shot. Elkhart was going for a last-second buzzer beater and was having to heave it from about half court. Cardinals got called on a touch foul, not something you normally see when you're inside the last couple of seconds of a game, but the call was there, the foul was there, and so Elkhart got the chance to shoot free throws for the chance to win the game down on the scoreboard. They made the free throws and won the game with no time on the clock. So a heartbreaker to end the regular season for the Lady Cardinals that year. The next 2 years, playing at Elkhart, Lady Cardinals came here and ran away with the game, and then last year, big win. So 2 years ago, Elkhart was ranked when we came here. Lady Cardinals got up early and ended up winning big. And then last year at Turpin, Cardinals led the whole way and ran away with it. So be interesting to see how things hold this year. The Elkhart team does get up and down the floor. They will press a little bit, but it's not so much a instituted zone press as it is that they will, in transition, they're pretty good at taking the ball away. They will get up the floor, and so we're looking to see exactly how things turn out. Kind of an even scoring team for Elkhart. Interested to see how their roster shakes out and what they put on the floor. They don't seem to be a very deep team. And the Lady Cardinals, we'll talk more about them now, so we've just got a couple of minutes left before we get into the game. Lady Cardinals tuning up and getting ready. They were the #1 seed in the district. They'll be going to O'Keene. They're in a district with the Academy of Classical Christian Studies, a school based out of Oklahoma City, a private school. And they'll also be going against O'Keene. Now, on day 1 of the playoffs for the Lady Cardinals, O'Keene chose to play the Academy. Those two teams will face off. The Lady Cardinals get a bye in the first round because it's only a 3-team district, so they will play the winner of that Friday game. All right, almost ready for game time. So you don't have much left before the start of this game will kick off. Here in Elkhart, Kansas, and getting ready to watch the Lady Cats in the orange and black, mostly white jerseys, going against your Lady Cardinals dressed in all black and trying to finish the season out, grabbing a 15th win here on the road. So, Cardinal basketball coming up here in just a moment. We'll have the anthem and whatever pregame festivities Elkhart does. Cardinals traveled really well tonight. You can see the home crowd on the far side across the way from us. Right now there's more people dressed in the black and red than there are dressed in the black and orange. But we'll see how Elkhart does filing in before the game actually starts. By the way, as we come down to the last 30 seconds, if you haven't heard yet, the Cardinals will be going virtual tomorrow. So if you didn't hear it from your kids, if you didn't get the all call from the school, we will be virtual the next 2 days. Starting lineups. Number 1, Jada McGowan. Coming out for Elkhart. Number 0, Cameron. For the Cardinals, number 2, senior Kimber Post. For the Lady Cats, number 4, Isabel G. For the Cardinals, senior number 3, Abby Buller. For the Wildcats, number 5, Bella Brillhart. For the Cardinals, number 11, junior, Allison Weber. For the Lady Cats, number 13, Camilla Garcia. For the Cardinals, senior number 22, Emily Estes. And for the Lady Cats, number 24, Madison Brillhart. Lady Cardinals are coached by Travis Smaltz and assisted by Sean Strain.
Before I begin the ceremony, we encourage each of you to practice sportsmanship and support your team.
Elkhart is coached by Dusty Brillhart. 2 Brillhart girls on the court. There's number 5, Bella Brillhart, and number 24, Madison Brillhart. I don't know how well you'll be able to hear me tonight. This is one of those gyms where you got the cinder block walls and the sound just bounces around in here. The band's right next to us. fantastic atmosphere for watching some basketball. Tip goes to the Lady Cats. Cardinals look to be set up either in 2-3 or they're disguised in the man well. Oh, nice pass to the backside post. Garcia's open, puts the shot in. Elkhart gets the early lead. As far as common opponents go, Elkhart and the Cardinals have both faced off against Goodwell and against Boise City. As far as point differentials go and how things turn out, the Cardinals have the edge in both of those. Cardinals playing the Lady Cats from Boise City very close, down to the wire. Elkhart not quite so well. Big loss against Boise City. Lady Cardinals on Friday taking on Goodwell. Big win on Friday, and Elkhart took on Goodwell as well earlier in the year and won by about 16. Across the way, Kemper post wide open for three, off the front of the rim, and out of bounds. Cardinals are set up in the full court defense. They kick it all the way down the court. Kemper mishandles it, it goes through her hands. All the way down, Brillhart is able to get the layup. So Kemper had the positioning. Ball came down a little bit awkward. She mishandled it. Backside cut, that was there all day against Goodwell. Beautiful pass from Weber, goes to McGowan, and it's 2 points for the Cardinals. Garcia gets in deep, puts it down, puts it up, but a miss. Weber gets the rebound, Cardinals on the run. McGowan takes the pass from post. Cardinals, 2 quick scores have tied the game up. Be interesting to see if Elkhart's going to push pace. Lady Cardinals with tremendous speed. Down low, Kemper ties it up. It'll go out of bounds. It was intended for Bella Brillhart. Gonzalez will throw it in. Cardinals playing that matchup. They're in the zone. Underneath it goes to Brillhart. Brillhart can't hit it. That's 2 inside shots that Elkhart's missed. Weber ends up picking it up. She was looking across the way from McGowan. Elkhart did a good job of coming back and taking away the transition opportunity. Estes and Weber both patrolling the baseline and then popping out. So Cardinals giving a little bit of a 4-out look right now, and then Buller stays on the low post. Weber at the high post. They're looking to screen. Looks like Elkhart's running a 2-3. No, a 3-2. Cardinals seen a lot of zone this year. Buller into the corner for McGowan. Looking for Estes in the low post. Elkhart's got some good height down there. Garcia especially looks very tall, about 6'1", 6'2". Post sets up. Cardinals find their shortest player on the floor. She's open in the lane, puts it up, and gives the Cardinals the lead. Buller inside, blocks Brillhart's shot. Brillhart gets her own rebound. And it'll be foul inside on the Lady Cardinals. Brillhart will get to shoot 2, courtesy of a foul from Emily Estes. So Buller did a good job getting the block. Cardinals pause for a moment. These referees are allowing a lot of contact early. That's Bella Brillhart putting in the first of 2. She misses the second. Ball gets tipped. Estes can't handle it. It'll go out of bounds. White jerseys have the ball back. Cardinals had it all blocked out. Weber and Estes had everybody sealed off behind them, but the ball came down a little bit funky. Emily mishandled it. And Elkhart gets another chance. So Elkhart's down by 1. Cardinals with the lead early. Inside it goes. Emily makes up for the earlier error, picks off a pass. She's got the steal. Kemper into the corner for Weber. They look for Emily. Passes a little bit high, tips around. Cardinals a little bit out of sync here. They've had some easy scores, but then they've also had some mistakes. Brillhart sneaks behind the defense, and for the 3rd time, Elkhart misses a shot close to the goal. That can be a really dangerous thing, allowing your opponent to get that many good shots. Buller catches the low post, kicks it out to McGowan. Post drives, kick out for a wide open Weber. Weber over the top. and a miss ends up with Madison Brillhart. Gonzalez brings it down, kick to Brillhart on the backside post. Long shots up, hits the top of the standard, and it'll be out of bounds. Coach Schmaltz will bring in 2. Estes and McGowan will get a break. Cardinals with a 1-point lead through the first half of the first quarter. Strain coming in with Peters. Post gets tied up, trying to get into the corner for Buller. Buller will give it back to Strain. Cardinals will reset. Post on the wing. Buller flashes through. Strain comes across. She'll help out Post. Elkhart's really trying to collapse in on the wing. Backside's open. Cardinals are working in there to Buller. Buller feeds Peters. And again, Cardinals losing one off the fingertips. I got to tell you one thing that it might be. The lighting in here, it may not show up. Looks really bright on the camera, but it's interesting lighting in here. It's a little bit different color, and I don't know how that's affecting things. The other thing that is a factor, I had players mention it to me earlier today. Steal by Weber, transition, Cardinals up by 3. Kansas plays with the wave ball. Cardinals switched away from the wave ball. Oklahoma did, switched away from the wave ball. It's a ball that literally has ridges on it. The idea was it was high-tech, it would lead to better friction, it could help with shooting, but a lot of people just flat hated that ball. Oklahoma went away from it. I don't know if that might be a little bit of an early factor, but Cardinals have lost several balls that looked pretty easy. And a couple of missed opportunities. It's keeping the Cardinals under the double-digit mark. First time out taken. Coach Schmaltz will talk things over. Here's your Cardinal cheerleaders. A lot of positives so far. Cardinals are getting some good looks at the basket. All of the shooting has been close in so far. Cardinals have not had to use their long-range attack yet. Buller looks in for Weber. Weber feels the triple team, gets rid of it. Strain to Peters. Buller open. Garcia comes out to challenge. Post now on the wing. The strain in the corner, ball gets knocked away. It's out of bounds on Madison Brillhart. Coach Schmaltz will run another 2 in, get another 2 to go rest the legs. McGowan coming in and Estes joining Peters, Strain, and Post. Coach Brillhart still hasn't subbed anybody from his team yet. We'll see if fatigue plays a factor. I mentioned it early. I don't think the Lady Cats run a very deep bench. Oops. Passed a little bit low off McGowan's toes. They're looking up ahead. Gonzalez to Brillhart. Strain flashes across. Brillhart weathers the storm, puts it in, and it's a 1-point game again. Cardinals up by 1. Early mistakes keeping the game close. Cardinals have had opportunities to pull ahead, but haven't hit it yet. Estes, pump fake, off the glass and in. Nice job by Emily. She was patient, didn't rush it, knew what she had there, got her opponent in the air, and put the shot in. Long pass. Kemper comes up to challenge. Cardinals doing a good job slowing things down here. Elkhart looking into the post. Brillhart to Brillhart, but McGowan deflects it, gets the steal. Cardinals on the run. Strain out to post. Kemper will put up the shot. It'll bounce around. Emily's there for the rebound, but Garcia's also there. Peters fights for it with Garcia, ties it up, and it'll be a jump ball. Kemper will throw it in from underneath. Because she goes to the backside corner. Macy Strain wide open, looking to make it rain. 3 points from Macy. And the Cardinals with their biggest lead, 13-7 now. Down court to Brillhart. Brillhart mishandles it. That should be a double dribble. No count on it. Madison Brillhart misses the shot. Cardinals have a 4-on-2. Up ahead to Jada McGowan. Kemper post leads her beautifully. Assist for Kemper. 2 more for Jada. And it's 15-7. Cardinals up by 8. Cardinals a little slow getting back. Brillhart's doing a good job of beating the Cardinals back. Macy challenges as she puts up the shot. And Bella Brillhart will get a chance to shoot 2 and try to eat into that Cardinals lead. Bella makes the first. Second one's up, it's a miss. And a lane violation called, I don't know who. So Brillhart gets another shot. This one's in. Lane violation costs the Cardinals a point, but they have the 6-point lead as we come into the final minute of the first quarter. Over to Weber on the wing. Estes over to McGowan. Buller is back in. So on the floor, you've got McGowan, Peters, Weber, Buller, and Estes. Weber gets in deep, gets the pass. Megan's been doing a great job of penetrating into the middle of defenses, finding the soft, exposed underbelly of what these zone defenses are providing. Megan gets to the line, and she's been fantastic from the free throw line. I might have jinxed her on that one. Holly Hollingsworth has come in, number 21 for Elkhart. Only the first foul on Elkhart. Cardinals have 2. Megan makes the second. Madison Brillhart will throw it in, gets it into Gonzalez. Gonzalez working against Weber. Cardinals getting ready. Trying to get the double team in front. Weber does a great job covering up the backside in transition. Buller had helped stop the ball. They look to pass it. Weber challenged. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Garcia. Cardinals steal a possession. McGowan waves Weber through. A lot of pushing inside with Garcia and Estes. Really challenging. These refs are allowing a lot of contact. Weber into Estes. Estes up top to McGowan. Time's running down. Estes will put it up, and it's in. Estes hits the buzzer beater. Cardinals end up with an 18-point first quarter. Elkhart was willing to run. Lady Cardinal speed adds up to a big scoring first quarter. 18-9. Here's your Cardinal cheerleaders. You notice your Cardinal cheerleaders are practicing, just pointing out a technique thing. Getting ready for the playoffs. In the playoffs, cheerleaders cannot spread the full way across the floor, so your Cardinal cheerleaders are getting ready. Playoffs do start on Friday. Streaming for the first round of playoffs will be different than what we're used to. NFHS has exclusive rights anytime they want to exercise those rights, and NFHS has chosen to stream the O'Keene playoffs themselves. So what it means is that we will be taping the first round of the playoffs and broadcasting it after the game ends. NFHS has the rights to the live streaming. We'll still have commentary, stats, everything for you, but the game will be broadcast after the game ends. If you want to watch live, you will have to pay an NFHS subscription. I do not know current pricing, but I will post and let you know all of what's going on with that. First damage in the second quarter goes to Elkhart. Cardinals coming down, and Alyssa Peters goes for 3. Off the back of the rim, rebound ends up with Gonzalez. Gonzalez looking down the floor, gets it to Brillhart. Brillhart been an offensive weapon so far for Elkhart. She finds Madison Brillhart. I'm going to assume the two of them are related. Madison puts it up, gets the foul. I think it's going to go against Emily Estes. It is against Emily. That's her second foul. She's the only Cardinal with more than one foul. That is her second. So 30 seconds into the quarter, and Coach Schmaltz has a coaching strategy decision to make. Does he leave Emily on the floor? And he does. But he will go ahead and run the two-man rotation in of Kemper and Macy. Peters and McGowan will take a seat. Brillhart misses both. 7 points remains the difference. Strain, 1-3. She's going for another one. This one's hard off the front of the rim. Brillhart swings and knocks it back. Outside on the edge to Candace Scott. And then Gonzalez drives. They're trying to work and get some positioning inside. They've got Gonzalez inside on post. She does a power dribble, goes up. Buller working against Garcia. Tips the rebound away. Kemper hauls in the rebound. And the Cardinals coming in transition. Macy into the corner. Cardinals are setting up, really using the low and then flashing out of it. They had two people, Weber and Estes, using the high and low posts. They both come out. Now they've got Weber inside. She kicks across, trying to hit Emily, but some fingertips getting in the way. Elkhart comes away with the steal. Gonzalez working against Strain. Cardinals staying in their man-to-man. Garcia's got it on the baseline. Emily's out challenging her. They're really trying to find some work inside against the Cardinal guards. Now it's Gonzalez going against Strain, trying to get mismatches. And in this case, it works out as Gonzalez will go to the line. She got fouled by Megan. First free throw's a miss. This Elkhart team, they make their living off of rebounding. They're not a strong shooting team, not a strong free throw team, but they try to make up for it with hustle. Up the floor it goes to Strain. Cardinals in a hurry. They get into the half court, set things up now. Elkhart again trying to stretch the floor, but leaving the middle wide open. Cardinals so far have worked their way down low. Emily gets it, gets double teamed, and gets the ball poked away by Brillhart. Buller had flashed to the backside. Emily couldn't get rid of it in time. Too many hands, not enough room, and the ball gets poked away. Elkhart coming the other direction. Brillhart picks it up, strains on her. It's a dead ball. Inside they go for Madison Brillhart. Buller's there. Buller uses her body, screens off Brillhart, gets the steal. Cardinals in transition. Weber to the high post, and Cardinals struggling a little bit with passing accuracy. Weber's pass to Buller was a little bit too low. Abby couldn't haul it in. Elkhart comes the other way, and then Elkhart throws it away in transition. Cardinals were able to run their way to 18 points in the first quarter, but haven't scored through the first 2.5 of the second. Scott comes all the way out to guard Peters behind the three-point line. Strain gets away with it, picks up her pivot foot, but referee didn't see it, so we won't remind him. Macy open, she hit 1-3, going for another one. It's off the back of the rim. Gonzalez is there for the rebound. McGowan tries to reach for it. Strain's gonna try and stop the ball. Double team stops it. Scott going for a three. It's off the front of the rim. Strain does a beautiful block out of Gonzalez. Hauls in the ball. Cardinals working it up quick. Buller in transition. That was fantastic. Strain got the ball, kicked it up to the wing, out to Peters. Peters looking inside for Buller. And the whoa, boy, howdy. Touch foul called there. That'll go against McGowan. This is her first. 3 fouls have been called now on the black jerseys in this quarter. Elkhart hasn't had any whistles against them yet. Brillhart drives inside. Buller challenges. Buller jumped on that one. If she'd stayed still, she might have got the call, but instead, Abby will get called for her first. And Elkhart now has a 4-0 advantage on the foul count. Brillhart puts up the first and bounces around and misses. I pointed it out earlier, and I'll remind you, statistically, this Elkhart team not a strong shooting team. Struggle a bit from the free throw line, and we're seeing it in action. Brillhart makes 1 of 2. Cardinals lead is at 8. McGowan will bring it down. Buller right now is in the low post. Peters will join her, so double low post for the Cardinals right now. Screening. Buller's wide open. Oh, my goodness. Buller misses the bump shot. Kemper tries to save it. That was a nice little wrinkle there Cardinals had. Peters flashed out from the post, stepped out a couple of steps. Kemper provided a screen. Abby rolled underneath the screen, came wide open, and everything was perfect. Abby just got turned around a little bit and didn't get the shot up clean, went all the way over the bucket, and Cardinals lose opportunity. Scott's got it out on the wing. They're looking for Garcia flashing across against Buller. Buller picks up another block. Garcia slow coming up, and her release point's kind of low. And Kemper's going to pick up another assist, finding Alyssa Peters. Elkhart really struggling against the Cardinals in transition. They're trying to attack the ball and leaving the backside posts wide open in transition. Cardinals doing a good job of finding that opening. Cardinals sitting on a 10-point lead now. It's a missed shot. Cardinals doing a good job of sealing. Peters coming in transition. Post this time sneaking to the backside. Kemper gets it, but the defense had come in too close. Buller putting up a three, and it's in. Cardinals extend the lead out to 13. Shots up, a block this time by McGowan. Garcia reaches right over the top of everybody, using those long arms, pulls the rebound away from McGowan, puts the shot in, and it's back to 11. So Cardinals sitting at a double-digit lead now. Brillhart knocks it out of bounds. That's Madison. Elkhart starting to put some hands on hips here. Coach Schmaltz's rotation might be starting to wear out the white jerseys. Peters on the wing, out to Strain now. Alyssa flashes across. Gonzalez swings at it. Macy will kick it to McGowan at the high post, and McGowan will pick up some contact. I think it's going to go against Scott. It does. That'll be Cameron Scott's first, and the first foul. Yeah, first foul call on Elkhart. Backside corner. Macy penetrates in, gives to McGowan. Cardinals are really struggling with that high post pass. Again, I'll point out two factors that might affect things. One is the ball is a different ball than the Cardinals are used to. It is a wave ball, so handling it's a little odd. The other thing is the lighting in the gym's a little bit different than normal. I don't know enough to tell you about color, temperature, or anything like that. Buller, nice little handoff. Alyssa Peters came right through the lane. Buller saw her coming, never turned to face or give away what she was going to do. Hit Peters as she came by. And then a dribbling violation against Scott. Weber will come in. Strain will get a break. Cardinals keeping things fresh. Garcia will go ahead and get a break for Elkhart. And coming in is Kaya Orth. Garcia going out really changes things up height-wise. Buller and Weber now are quite a bit taller than any of the other Elkhart Wildcats that are out there. Buller takes a step, fakes like she might go for it, then kicks out to McGowan on the wing. Back up top to post. Elkhart really extending the defense. That's going to open things up inside. Buller to post. Up top, McGowan's wide open. She'll put it up for three. Cardinals have hit some threes already. And then Peters goes for the rebound, but the problem is Brillhart's right in her way. Alyssa will pick up the foul. That's 5 fouls in the quarter, which means that Elkhart will go to the line shooting 2. That's the first on Alyssa. Emily's got 2 fouls. Nobody else has more than 1. That's it for what we'll be able to give you for stats tonight. The rest of our crew's in various places tonight or various obligations. We'll have some help for you during the boys' game and be able to get you some stats. But for the girls' game, we won't be able to get you anything other than scoreboard and some foul counts. Both shots are in. Cardinals' lead shrinks to 11. Weber flashes through. Buller's setting up in the low post. Buller's got it. Kick across. Nice job by Peters. A lot of contact. Peters just got called for a foul that wasn't much earlier. Brillhart puts a Peters all the way to the floor and no call. Into Buller. Kick out. Set up to McGowan and then back to Kemper. Kemper's wide open. Up and in. That's 2 3-pointers on the night already for Kemper. Cardinals are making it rain from the outside. Strain's got 1, Buller's got 1, Post has got 2. Brillhart in the corner. Elkhart really struggling to get an offense going. In transition, Brillhart was getting to the lane and then getting some shots up early, but the Cardinals have figured that one out. This time, Madison Brillhart puts up the shot. I told you, Elkhart's bread and butter is they'll take a lot of shots and they hope to out-rebound you. Cardinals have done a really good job sealing off and getting those rebounds, though, and that's led to a 14-point lead, and the Cardinals with the possession with 64 seconds left to go in the first half. Peters on the backside for Weber. Buller had done a good job. They're letting Brillhart, but they're also letting Buller go for blocks. McGowan's got a block. These referees are willing to allow a lot of contact when you're going against the shooter. Not used to seeing that. Usually referees that we're used to are a lot more sensitive for swinging toward that ball. Cardinals come away with the steal, though, and another opportunity to add to the 14-point lead and extend it before half. Post to McGowan, back to Buller. Peters is setting up inside, and there it goes to Peters. Kick out, and Post has a wide-open jumper at the top of the key. Alyssa picks up the easy assist, finding her open senior teammate. Gonzalez looking for an opening. She'll stop at the high post and kick out. Hollingsworth kicks to Gonzalez. Gonzalez working against Weber. Elkhart struggling to find anything too open now. Cardinals are even laying off of them quite a bit, just playing passing lanes. Long shots off. Weber gets the rebound, and Cardinals go to half, doubling up the Elkhart Wildcats on their home floors, 32-16. Here's your Cardinal cheerleaders. We're watching a couple of differences that you can see between the states. You know, we're used to Oklahoma ball. We're used to being regulated by the Oklahoma State Athletic Association. A couple of rules that would have been in direct violation and would have been big trouble just now if we were playing a game in Oklahoma. One is that you do not warm up unless you're the team that is playing the game. The other one is the cheerleaders have the right to be out on the floor. No big deal. We're in Kansas. Kansas does things differently. But just what might come across if you're not used to it as rude or some sort of offense is totally not the case in Kansas. Things are just done differently here. Speaking of which, Cardinals, the boys team figured out, wait a second, we get to go warm up. We never get to do this. So they're out on the floor. They're going to take some time here. Those of you that have done travel ball, this is something you're way more used to seeing during summers where you get very little time in between games, so players will warm up any moment they get. You'll even see it sometimes in between quarters. All right, let's talk playoffs, and then before that, let's talk about tomorrow. You may have got the all call today, but I know not everybody gets it. Tomorrow at Turpin, we have too many staff sick. There's a lot of things going around. We've reached the point where we don't have enough substitutes to cover all the classes. So Turpin will have to have a virtual day tomorrow. There's a lot of sickness with the students. There's a lot of sickness with the staff. So it is a virtual day tomorrow. Parents, make sure that you are checking. The elementary students should have brought home things like packets, worksheets, books, various homework to be working on. That is meant to be 2 days worth of work. If they're in high school or junior high, they might have paperwork that they brought home, but I can tell you, at least in the high school science classes, they'll be checking on Google Classroom. They have projects to work on. Depending on what the teacher asks of them, they may be required to check in. So I would say get on first thing in the morning. Both days, double check with what the teachers are asking for. They might require some sort of a check-in for attendance. Could be an email, could be something like Google Classroom. But that's tomorrow and Thursday. Turpin will be going virtual days. We'll assess and see what's happening with Friday. These are not snow days. School is not out, but they are virtual days. So make sure that you're up to date on that. Make sure you're following along with what's supposed to be happening with your kiddos. Friday, playoffs begin. Your Cardinals will be going to O'Keene. They'll be taking on the O'Keene Whippets, a team that we have not faced in many years. Back in the day, your announcer was used to play in O'Keene for things like basketball, or not basketball games, but for football games. Used to be a common opponent for Class A football, especially once we hit the playoffs. Back then, O'Keene ran the run and shoot, was a very good team. Nowadays, O'Keene is getting back to some former glory and had a nice run in the playoffs. But we'll be facing the basketball team, not the football team this time around. The winner of the game on Friday plays on Saturday. The Saturday game is the district championships, and already in for the district championships for the boys is the Academy of Classical Christian Studies. So our boys have to play on Friday. They have to win on Friday to stay in the playoffs. If they win on Friday, it becomes a double elimination tournament for the next 2 rounds. The girls have the bye on Friday. They're going to go and watch and scout as the Academy of Classical Christian Studies. Their mascots, the Griffins and the Lady Griffins. They'll be taking on the O'Keene Lady Whippets. Winner of that game will face the Cardinals for the district championship on Saturday. We will not be able to live stream the game. The rights are owned exclusively by NFHS. They have the right to use that right whenever they want to, and they chose with this O'Keene round to use that right. So we will be videotaping the game and showing it after the game ends. So be watching Turpin Live for that. You can watch the broadcast free, but if you want to watch the game live, you will have to get an NFHS, National Federation of High School Sports, NFHS. You can get that, I think in the past, you can get a month for free. I'm not sure what it is on a per month basis, but I'll post all these details on the Turpin Facebook page so that you know how to be able to watch it if you want to watch live. Again, if you can't watch live, if you wait after the game is over, I will post the game later. We are able to post it, just not live. Regionals, we'll see what happens. This is the first time that we've been overruled on being able to show something live other than the state cheer competition. Similar situation there. NFHS did not let anybody else live stream the state cheer finals, and so I posted it a little bit later on that day. So that's coming up Friday and Saturday. Got about 3.5 minutes left. Good time to grab a break. We'll have more Lady Cardinal basketball. Big lead here in Elkhart, Kansas. They look to finish things off and end the regular season with a nice run as they gear up for playoffs. We'll be back in 3.5 minutes for more Cardinal basketball. Jada McGowan, Kimber Post, Abby Buller, Megan Weber, and Emily Estes. Starters for the first half or the starters for the second half? Emily Estes playing with 2 fouls. Cardinals with a big lead. They've been a good third quarter team this year. Let's see what happens tonight. Already doubled up Elkhart. Will Elkhart make adjustments? Will the Cardinals throw in a new wrinkle and extend the lead even further? Elkhart shifted to a 2-3 now. They've got their bigs down low. Into Estes. Kick out to Weber on the wing. Buller in the corner, back to Weber. Kimber Post playing some high post. She's been traipsing into the lane, finding some openings and causing some noise. Everything from setting screens for Abby to getting in there and posting up. At the high post a couple of times. Then she's also been in there sealing off and getting rebounds. Buller out on the wing, back to Kemper. Cardinals reset. They'll try something a little bit different here. Elkhart's not moving a lot. Post will come through. Abby shifts to the high post. Megan looking to get it to Abby. Abby kick to McGowan on the backside. McGowan gets tipped from Gonzalez, but holds on to the ball. Cardinals have had some moments when they've been out of sync, which is interesting to say considering that we're holding on to a 16-point lead and had an 18-point first quarter. Weber drives. That opens some things up. Kimber Post puts one up. It's a miss. Brillhart's able to get to the rebound. And Bella Brillhart looking for Garcia. Garcia is quite the weapon. Very tall, long arms. She's taken advantage of that a couple of times. This time showing up the shooting touch. Garcia puts it up and in. Weber penetrates in. Gets contact. That might go against Garcia. If not, it'll be against Madison Brillhart. Oh, they've got to discuss who it's on. Either way, Megan gets the shoot. Whoa! They're going to call a travel on Megan, so. Meeting of the minds goes south for the Cardinals. Turnover. Megan tips it from Gonzalez. Buller gets another block. These referees are really allowing both teams to swing away at the ball. That's worked in Buller's favor as well as Garcia. Weber gets tied up inside, fighting for the ball, and there's going to be a little bit too much contact. Oops. Bella Brillhart letting Megan Weber know how she feels about things. Nice little shoulder check. Buller wide open in the corner, putting up the three-point shot. Bounces over the rim. Cardinals with the double team. Almost get the ball back there. Elkhart coming the other way. Watch Garcia down the low post. Oops, Gonzalez almost loses it. Kick out. Scott will put it up. Long shot's a miss. Estes fights for the rebound inside. Brillhart can't get to it. Crowd's starting to turn a little bit here. They got a little bit grumpy about Estes getting that ball away from Brillhart. Cardinals sitting at a 14-point lead, but haven't scored yet in the second half. Estes gets a ball tipped away from her. Madison Brillhart coming in. We'll see if she puts up the quick shot. She does. Referees have allowed a lot of swinging at the ball, but they don't like when you actually make contact with the forearm, and that's what they're going to say Emily did. So Emily gets called for her third foul. Coach Schmaltz is going to run 2 sets of fresh legs in. That'll be Strain and Peters coming in, and Estes and McGowan will get a break. Cardinals seem to get Elkhart a little bit tired out in the first half. Elkhart not subbing nearly as much or methodically as the Cardinals were. One of the 2 free throws goes in. Elkhart slowly trying to climb back into this game, clawing, if you will, since they are the Lady Cats. And it's a 13-point lead now. Weber open for a jumper. Off the glass, Buller has it go off her hand. Garcia comes away with it. Gonzalez will bring it down. Gonzalez out to Scott. Scott really likes that outside shot. Anybody who shows that kind of confidence from the outside must have a reason for it. And Scott will hit the shot and pull it back to a 10-point lead. Elkhart with all 6 points that have been scored through the first 3.5 minutes of the third quarter. And the Cardinals will talk things over. Here's your Lady Cardinal cheerleaders. Cardinals bringing it at the half court. Same 5 on the floor that ended it just a moment ago right at that last whistle. Peters gets the ball tipped away from her. Brillhart comes away with it. Brillhart's going to have a wide open transition layup. Brillhart looks to be the fastest of the Lady Cats and showing off that speed, getting the Cardinal lead cut in half since the beginning of the third quarter. Cardinals now at only an 8-point lead. Strain on the outside. Cardinals have been getting points inside. They go to Weber. Weber kick out to Peters. Cardinals have also had some opportunities for some three-pointers, but haven't hit anything to start the second half. Halfway through the third quarter now. Weber flashes across. Buller chasing baseline. In the post. Buller in the corner now. Back up top to Peters. Peters to Strain. Strain back to Peters. To Weber. Post goes up. It's a miss. Weber comes down with it. Weber goes up. A lot of contact from Garcia. Weber will get to shoot 2. Don't think they'll call a travel on her this time. It's only the first on Garcia. Megan makes the first. Megan has been a tremendous free throw shooter, especially as we've gotten into the last third of the season. Cardinals have started using the junior a lot more in the lane, finding openings for her, dating back to the Moreland game. Megan misses the second. Madison Brillhart comes away with the rebound, and Elkhart trying to get that lead under 9 points. Garcia at the high post. She gets bracketed by Weber and Buller. Long shot from the outside. It's a miss. Post trying to handle it. Goes out of bounds. They said last touch by the white jerseys. Strain will bring it down. Garcia's coming up, making it a 2-1-2 guarding Weber. So Garcia's bouncing up and down inside the lane, following around Weber. Strain hits another 3. Macy Strain making it rain. Up at the top, Gonzalez out to Brillhart on the edge. Weber's guarding. They look in for Garcia. Garcia working against Buller. Buller leaned a little too far over. They're going to say she got Garcia on the arm. Abby was expecting a little different release point. I'm going to do some mind reading here. Garcia was almost fading away on that. Looked like she'd lost her bounce a little bit. Abby leaned forward to try and get to the ball, and the contact leads to the foul. That's only the second on Abby. Garcia makes both, and it's a 10-point lead again for the Cardinals. Strain had pushed it to 13. Cardinals led by as much as 16. That's what they had when we went to the half. Strain putting up another 3. It's a miss. Buller fighting for the rebound. It'll go out of bounds. Last touch by Madison Brillhart. Cardinals get ready to throw it in. Buller calls for it, but Weber's open on the backside corner. Weber goes baseline. She's into a double team, but then kicks it out. It was a loose one. Post on the wing. Looks at Weber at the high post, and Buller at the corner. Buller just about throws it away, getting it back to Kemper. Back up top to Strain, reset the offense. Just about throwing it away. Brillhart comes up and challenges. Cardinals hold on to it. Gonzalez really reaching at post. And on the third attempt, Gonzalez finally got enough flesh. She might go home tonight picking some of Kemper out of her fingernails on that one, but foul did get called. That's only the first called against Gonzalez. Kemper steps into her and gives her a nice big screen. Cardinals working it underneath. Weber out to McGowan. McGowan puts it up. Really good ball movement. Cardinals taking what they could get, just getting that ball a little bit closer, ratcheting it up, finally getting the ball in close enough, then kicking across to an open McGowan, kissing off the glass. Cardinals extend back to a 12-point lead. Madison Brillhart goes for an outside shot. It's a miss. Garcia goes through Buller, trying to tip it away. Kemper ends up deflecting a ball away. Cardinals on the run. Gonzalez gets a hold of Strain's arms this time. Starting to get a little bit chippy. Elkhart's fans getting a little grumpy here. But they got the result they wanted. Foul got called on Macy. We'll see just exactly how far this escalates. Contact starting to increase more and more and more. Madison Brillhart goes down hard, and get ready, somebody's about to yell. That's what happens when you don't call enough fouls. Let's listen for it. We'll get the camera off Miss Brillhart. To be fair, the last several series had seen a huge amount of contact between the two teams. People bumping back and forth. Things had started to escalate a little bit. And hate to say it was inevitable, but this is what everybody worries about when you start letting things go. And at this point, there have been 6 fouls called in the quarter, which is more than we've had in any of the other quarters. Brillhart's still not up, by the way. Brillhart's to her feet. She's been a key player down low. She's tried to get the outside game going, but hasn't been able to hit on her outside shot. She's wearing a big brace. You got 3 players on the court who've seen a significant amount of time wearing knee braces, but on this one it looked like she was holding the ankle. And she's getting ready to take off the shoe. That's not a good sign. Cardinals do have possession. McGowan will bring the ball down. 80 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Cardinals with a 12-point lead. Elkhart's won this quarter so far. Weber gets the ball poked away from Garcia from behind. Brillhart coming in. Brillhart gets it knocked away. 2 Cardinals run into each other. We're not sure who they're going to call it on. That'll be called on Kemper. They didn't advance. Oh, and that's 4 team fouls on the Cardinals. So 69 seconds left to go in the third. Cardinals have to play it clean, or else Elkhart will get some free throws. Brillhart looking in. Whoops, that's going to be. Oh, boy, howdy. Weber gets tied up with Scott, and Scott tried a wrestling move there on Megan. I don't know what you'd call that. I don't know enough about wrestling. Didn't look like a single leg, but also didn't work out. Megan was able to stay on her feet. Scott misses the first free throw. Scott misses the second. Garcia and McGowan fight for it. McGowan comes away with it. Kemper into the front court, into the corner for Strain. Strain's hit a couple. This one's long, but Buller's there. Oh, boy, howdy. Garcia, tremendous timing. Knocks it away from Buller. Been interesting. Long shot from outside's a miss. Buller reins it in. Goes to McGowan now. 34 seconds left. Sitting in the third, Cardinals with a 12-point lead. Inside to Weber. Kick out to Strain. Across the court to Kemper. Posted to the corner for Buller. Now to Kemper on the wing again. Cardinals might go ahead and play here for a last shot. 5 seconds left. Cardinals got to do something. 3 seconds left. Macy's going to have to force it. Not Kemper. Kemper puts up the shot. Oh, just about goes in. Kemper kissed it off the glass, rimmed around, and fell out. Here's your Cardinal cheerleaders. Elkhart starting to show a little bit of frustration on the court. A couple of players grabbing and shoving. Don't think they were expecting this out of an Oklahoma team coming up from Turpin. Elkhart has the ball to start the fourth. On the floor for the Cardinals, Strain, McGowan, Estes, Post, and Weber. Gonzalez penetrating in, working for a spot. Scott has got that quick shot up again. Post does a good job sealing her man inside, or her woman. She'll penetrate in, nice little Euro step, and Kemper shows off the dipsy-do and puts in another 2 points for the Cardinals. 40-26 now the lead. Scoring slowed down quite a bit since the 18 points the Cardinals put in that first quarter. Brillhart sneaks inside again. She did that a couple of times in the first quarter. Gets herself 2 more points, and it remains a 12-point lead. Cardinals got to make sure and play smart here. Things start getting interesting in that third quarter. Last thing you want to do, finishing things off in the regular season, is maybe get somebody hurt or have something ugly come out of a game on the road. Strain putting up another shot. She's hit a couple of threes. Estes fights for it. Can't tip it back into any of her Cardinal teammates. And so it'll be Elkhart's ball. Gonzalez will bring it up. Brillhart's playing the high post now. That's Bella Brillhart. Madison went out. Hollingsworth is in. She's coming over the top of a screen from Brillhart. Brillhart trying to work inside. She's got a lot of quickness and obviously a tenacious player. She's working against Strain right now. They were working on those earlier. But meanwhile, out on the outside, Hollingsworth got stuck on an island with Post and McGowan. They caused the turnover. That Cardinal defense can cause a lot of stress on a ball handler, and you see the result with the turnover. McGowan and Strain play catch. Weber's playing at the high post. Emily sneaking around on the low post. She'll step out to the corner, then kick to McGowan. McGowan gives a little step to Brillhart to get her to think about it. Weber gets knocked down, but she'll get it out to Strain. Strain penetrates baseline, finds Megan. Megan will put the layup in. Nice job by the Cardinal offense, using the dribble to force the defense to come out on them, using the double teams against them and finding openings and getting a nice easy shot. 14 points now the lead. Brillhart working inside. Kemper will take it away. Kemper had 2 hands on the ball, but somehow she got a hold of Brillhart's. Oh, no, they're going to call a body push. First foul against the Cardinals. Brillhart gets inside and gets the layup up. Brillhart does a really good job of finding gaps. Cardinals back at the 12-point lead. McGowan up top over to Strain. Strain holding it on the outside. Gonzalez has stepped out to her. Megan still patrolling the inside, keeping Garcia honest. That Elkhart defense still stepping out there. Megan distributing it after catching at the high post. McGowan's got on the wing. Back to Megan. Megan to Estes. And a foul get called. Looks like it'll be on Garcia. Garcia was able to get away with that earlier in the game. This time, though, referee, oops, that's not going against Garcia. They're going to say that Scott had stepped over and got a piece of Weber. That's now 3 on Scott. First Lady Cat in foul trouble. Peters will come in for the first time. Estes dribbles baseline, draws contact. Buller's back in. And now we got contact on the outside. Madison Brillhart got a hold of Kemper just a little bit as she was getting ready to make that throw. Nice to see Madison's back in the game. That's the player who went down earlier with the lower leg injury. Peters in the corner, up top to Buller. Back to Buller. High post to Estes. Estes struggles to get rid of it. She looked for the pass, thought second of it, went for the dribble, trying to draw the team in. As she drew him in, but they got to her before she could get rid of the ball. Long shots up. Scott really has a quick trigger, but hadn't been able to get the ball to fall. 1 3-pointer so far for her. Cardinals have 4 3-pointers. Estes penetrates in, takes a lot of contact. Looks like that'll be 4 on Scott, if they call it on Scott. Nope. That's not on Scott. I don't know who they called it on. Nope, it is on Scott. So that's 4 on her now. Cameron Scott, who's shown that she's more willing to shoot quick than anybody else, she'll have to take the bench with 4 fouls. Coming in for her is Holly Hollingsworth. Cardinals get 1 free throw out of it. And it's a 13-point lead. Garcia working against Estes inside. Hollingsworth will go ahead. She came in for Scott. She'll go with the same quick trigger. Estes to the floor hard. She and Hollingsworth met. The two of them hit the spot at the same side. That's not a foul, just the way things work. And Cardinals will run the offense. Corner for Buller. Back to the wing for Peters. Backside for Post. Kemper looks. The Cardinals were potentially trying to set something up. Buller had gone to the backside post. She's trying to sneak around and do a 2-man game with Kemper here, and they free up Emily. Defense had shifted over with the shenanigans by Buller and Post. And the trio of seniors worked together to get an open shot. Estes draining the jumper, and it's a 15-point difference for the Cardinals again. They're right on the verge of their largest lead of the game. They had 16 at the end of the half. Kemper knocks a ball away. It steps on the line as she goes to save it. Shayna Rebel will come in. Cardinals keep the fresh legs a-coming. Coach Schmaltz has been running a carousel of young ladies in and out, and as you can see, the hustle is still there for the Lady Cardinals. Elkhart's been running a little bit thinner. They've run the same number of people on the floor, but some of those young ladies have not come out of this game. Buller gets a rebound on the backside. Cardinals have a 3-on-2. Kick to the high post for Estes, but Gonzalez steps in front of it. Gonzalez and Buller working on a transition. Gonzalez puts it up over Buller, and it's 13 points now. So the turnover leads to a quick 2 points. Peters on the wing, Estes on the baseline. Buller, backside for Strange. She had some threes earlier, but she'll hold off on that one. Cardinals working that baseline. Emily takes a lot of contact, puts up the shot, it's a miss. Weber can't get to it in time. Gonzalez coming in transition, puts it up, it's a miss. Strain's got it. Elkhart looks to be tiring here. They did this for a while in the first half. Cardinals got the better of it and built up a big score. Estes inside, draws contact. That's what'll happen. That's where fatigue will get you. It's not that you're going to be leaning over sucking wind. It's that that player gets the ball right next to you, and instead of sliding over, you reach. That's exactly what happened to Garcia. Emily gets to go to the line shooting 2. Miss on the first one. Under 3 minutes left to go. Cardinals holding on to a big lead. Estes makes the second. It's at 14 again. Coach Billingworth will take, I don't know what I just said. Brillhart, not Billingworth. Take a quick timeout, talk things over. Here's your Cardinal cheerleaders. Coming back on the floor after the timeout. Under 3 minutes left to go. Cardinals holding on to a good lead here. Game's not over. But right now, everything's tipped the Cardinals' way. The Wildcats have 4 fouls against them, only 1 on the Cardinals. So get ready for the Cardinals to shoot some free throws here as we finish the game out. Cardinals have led by as many as 16, but have never been able to get over the hump. Weber tips a ball. They get it into Garcia deep. Garcia and Buller working against each other. Buller wins that bout. Weber comes away with a steal. And now Weber's got the ball out on the wing. Flash across. Estes uses the Weber clear out, dribbles in a little bit. Cardinals end up chucking it over to Strain. Back to Strain. Cardinals might be running some clock here. So on the floor, you've got Peters, Estes, Weber, Buller, and Strain. Estes has the ball tipped, but Buller's able to recover. Cardinals have one of the bigger lineups you'll ever see from them. Buller, Estes, Weber, and Peters can all play in the post. McGowan and Kemper are over at the scores table getting ready to come in. But foul goes against Garcia. That's her third, and Megan will go to the line shooting 2. Megan bounces the first one off the front of the rim. Gets a chance for a second one. Strain will come out. Alyssa will come out. Kemper in. McGowan in. Cardinals are back to their starters. Weber misses both. McGowan steals a possession back by getting the rebound off the free throw. Buller out to post. Elkhart's not fouling. They're not double teaming tight. Looks like Elkhart's going to go ahead and let this game finish. Estes dribbles in. Garcia smacks it. Loose ball. Buller fights for it with Brillhart. Comes away with it. Yeah, Elkhart's going to let this thing go. Cardinals go into Kemper. Kemper gets in really deep, and then a kick out to Jada. Jada beats Brillhart to it, and Cardinals will reset. Buller to McGowan. Kemper. Buller driving in. Not sure what she was going to do there. Cardinals look to be running clock. Elkhart's getting fingertips on balls, but just can't come away with it. That might be the fatigue. Fresh legs the whole game. Cardinals been very disciplined and methodical, running their two-man rotation in and out, using all 7 girls that we normally run. And right now when Elkhart needs a ball back, they're unable to get to one in time. Cardinals holding on to it. McGowan gets in deep and makes a layup. 16 points. We started the half as the deficit, and that's exactly what will remain. And then fatigue again showing Garcia and, well, I don't know which teammate she was throwing it into. They end up losing the ball. So fatigue isn't just having enough air. It's whether or not you've got enough oxygen still pumping to the brain. Plus energy levels, plus all sorts of things. And Lady Cardinals have just worn Elkhart out. The Cardinals probably go ahead and run things off here unless they can get another easy layup. 16 points at the half. Elkhart has played an even second half. Baseline for Kemper. Back out to Emily. Elkhart's going to go ahead and let it finish off. Kemper's going to dribble back out. We'll let things finish off here. Cardinals got the victory clap going. And Lady Cardinals finished their regular season with a win over Elkhart, Kansas. That's the 3rd year in the row that the Lady Cardinals have come out on top in this matchup. And that puts the Cardinals at 15-8 going into playoffs. Well, Lady Cardinals started strong, finished Finished things off, picked up a 16-point win. Elkhart made it interesting. Played even with the Lady Cardinals in the second half. And now we get ready for the finale tonight. This will be the last regular season game for these guys. They come in matching off with the Lady Cardinals record. Both Turpin teams came into the night with 14-8 records. Lady Cardinals have done their part, picked up their 15th win. And your Cardinals get ready to face off against a 4-10 Elkhart Wildcats team. Elkhart coming in today, struggling a little bit on the season. Their wins come against Deerfield, Greeley County. Greeley County was a big win, 74-55, so they've shown the ability that they can score some. And then they beat Deerfield again. Both of those wins were close. And then a big win, 57-23 on Moscow. Other than that, that's been all of the wins that Elkhart's managed to pick up this year. Coach Siemens has struggled a little bit with this team. We'll see what they can put out on the floor and how they can match up with the Cardinals. Cardinals in tune-up mode, getting ready for the playoffs, finishing the season on the road this year. And getting ready for Friday, traveling to Okeene to face the Okeene Whippets on their home floor. Okeene being the 3 seed, picked these Turpin Cardinals to face off against instead of the ranked Academy of Classical Christian Studies. Before we get into talking a little bit more about the game, I want to remind you tomorrow and Thursday, Turpin will be on virtual days. So we will not be in school in the building. We will have virtual days. Make sure that you're ready for your students to be staying home the next 2 days. Reason being that we have a whole bunch of staff sick currently. So we don't have enough subs. We have too many staff out. So it was not a sustainable possibility for Cardinals to be able to have school tomorrow in person. So instead, send everybody home, rest up, do the schoolwork virtually. I know youngsters have had packets sent home. Parents, make sure you're checking their bags, make sure you're checking their folders. Look on Google Classroom, have them log in. They know how to do it. Don't believe them if they say their device doesn't work. Of course, they wouldn't do that, but on the high school and junior high side, expect that there'll be different assignments and projects they'll be working on digitally, or else they will have something in paper that's been sent home for them. Policies differ from class to class as to what teachers require to be able to take attendance. It could be a matter of turning in homework that counts for attendance. It could be answering a question. It could be an email. That should have been communicated already to the student. But if not, get a hold of the teachers and find out what needs to happen, because it is a school day. So there is attendance that is taken. It's just a different way than being able to look at the student being in the seat tomorrow. So that is tomorrow and it is Thursday. We'll assess and see where we're standing for Friday as to whether or not we have enough people available to be able to have school in person on Friday. But it's not snow days. We're not out for school. We're just doing virtual school. Again, coming up on Friday, playoffs begin. These Cardinals, the boys that are taking the floor right now and getting warmed up, they will be in Okeene on Friday night. That game is played at 7:30. That game will not be streamed on Turpin Live. We will be recording the game. We'll do the commentary, everything like usual, but the game will not be live. We do not have the rights for playoff broadcasting. It was not a matter of not paying or anything like that. It's that the NFHS network has exclusive rights whenever they want to exercise the right. And for this district, the Okeene district, NFHS exercised the right to be exclusive. So no one, not the Academy, not the Cardinals, and not Okeene have the right to broadcast as a school broadcast. So I expect that for regionals, we will have the opportunity to do that. We are guaranteed to see at least one regional game because the Lady Cardinals have a bye in the first round for the Friday games, and so they'll be playing on Saturday against the winner of the Okeene and Academy game. These Cardinals that are on the floor right now, they'll play on Friday at 7:30. If they win against O'Keene, they will play the Academy for the district championship. Lady Cardinals are guaranteed to play in the district championship no matter what. Any team that wins on Friday and makes it to Saturday, or has a bye and makes it to Saturday, is guaranteed to go to regionals. So Lady Cardinals are guaranteed to go to regionals, and your Cardinals have to do their part and pick up a win on Friday to punch their ticket for regionals. Four Cardinals seniors getting ready for their last regular season game. They finished off their last game in Turpin with a win, but now it's the last regular season game for them. It's their last time playing in a Cardinals jersey in Kansas. Cardinals have played against. We'll take a break for a second. I do have got some crew joining me. We'll have Mia the Magnificent, or Marvelous Mia Ortiz, and Yanni All Day All Game. We'll take a break right now while we get everything set up for you for the second game.
No, I don't have it.
I've got this. Oh, but I also have this.
Well, I can use this. Or you can just do the last hands off of there. That's if you want to do it.
let's talk a little bit more about this game before it actually starts. Cardinals come in on a good run over their last 10 games, dating all the way back to the second week of Beaver, ever since the Merritt tournament. Cardinals came out of the Merritt tournament a little bit disappointed. They went 1-for-3 in that they won their first game against Moreland and then lost against Merritt and Canute. Canute highly rated and Merritt playing on their home floor. It was a tough loss, especially the Merritt one. Cardinals had beaten Merritt by quite a bit earlier in the year at the Moreland tournament, but Merritt came out and had a nice win over the Cardinals and won big. Since that time, though, Cardinals only have 2 losses. One of those to a ranked Balco team, and one playing against Moreland for the 3rd time. And man, anytime you have to play somebody multiple times, those can turn into snake bite games. Those are traps. And the Cardinals ran into that with a Moreland team that's very experienced, just like these Cardinals. Cardinals have made it through this year with a rotation that's gradually gotten deeper and deeper. The 4 seniors who've started all season long, supplemented with juniors Carson Peters, Jet Huffman. Jet coming on, and ever since he was able to get the brace on the leg and get out of December, joining the team in January and playing tremendous. Junior Ryder Ireland's gradually worked his way into the rotation more and more. But the 4 seniors, Austin Peters, Gunnar Post, Bryson Parker, and Nash Levins have had a tremendous year this year. Huge amount of scoring from Parker on the outside, Gunnar Post, defense, rebounding, and outside shooting. Austin Peters, been a do-everything small forward, playing tremendous defense, always there when he needs to be, getting good passing, really helping supplement things on the floor, keeping things moving all the time. And then Nash Levins, being a jack of all trades, shooting outside for the 3, going inside, getting the big rebound, getting the block, coming in transition, filling things out. The seniors that have worked together with those juniors, with Ryder Ireland, with Riley Fowler and Saul Alvarado, the youngsters coming off the bench. Toward the end of the season, Max Garza's starting to see some time, a freshman coming off the bench. Jackson Leonard coming on in the Buffalo tournament when Fowler was gone, having double-digit scoring and showing that he could throw in some points coming off the bench, turnaround jumpers and tough defense. So the Cardinals have a lot of pieces in place. We'll see what the run can look like as they get into the playoffs. The depth is there. The speed is there. The inside play has been there. The outside play for sure has been there. Strong guard play is the thing that they'll always say whenever you're looking at March Madness and looking at deep tournament runs, makes a big difference. And the Cardinals have had that in spades. Slashing and driving from Parker and Carson Peters. A little bit different flavors for the 2 of them. Savvy point guard play coming off the bench from Alvarado. Fowler showing guard play inside, but mostly playing inside, but also stepping outside at times. Levins can step outside into a 4-out if needed. Austin Peters holding down more of the defensive side of it from the guard position. But the guards are very rich. The Cardinals are very rich at the guard position and have had enough inside that they haven't played anybody who's really been able to hurt them. Going against teams like Moreland, Cardinals have been able to counter them 2 of the 3 times. Going against Texoma, Cardinals played Texoma down to the wire. Holding off talented senior Jerry Martinez. Cardinals might face off against Texoma in regionals. The way the bracket falls out, Cardinals get out of districts, sitting in good shape. Looks like both teams could end up facing the Red Devils from Texoma. Last year, those teams met up both on the girls' side and the boys' side in regionals. Those games played in Cheyenne-Raden. Boys falling in a close one, girls winning in a close one. What does this season hold? Who knows? This time around, the bracket's a little bit different in that the Cardinals have the Wildcats from Sealing in their area. Last year, that was not the case. Lady Cardinals didn't have to face off against the 2-time defending champions, but this year, they are in the same regional. They'll be sitting at in Sealing for the regional once they get through the first part of the sub-regional in Cherokee. Both those Wildcat teams are ranked. The Lady Wildcats, definitely the sturdier of the two teams, coming and looking for their 7th title in 9 years. But the boys Wildcat team, fresh off of the football championship season that they just had, they've had a chance to hold a gold ball and take it home and celebrate. They're hungry for another one if they can get it on the boys' side. Very talented team. So Cardinals have challenges ahead of them as they get ready for a run into the playoffs. But right now, we've got about 2 minutes left. We'll get ready for starting lineups. And your Cardinals will take on the Wildcats here in Elkhart. Last game of the regular season, Lady Cardinals already did their job and picked up their 15th win of the year. Cardinal boys getting ready for their 15th win, which will match their total from last year.
Our final game this evening features the boys squad. Nana, Mr. Cat, and the Cardinals. So now the starting lineup, and national anthem, the Cardinals. First, for the District Cardinals, the senior
All right, first up, senior number 2, Nash Levens. For Elkhart. Number 10, a sophomore, Tatum Boyd. That's a name we recognize, but that's a whole lot different looking player. Also number 10, by the way, which is kind of funny. Whoops. Maybe I should look at the boys' side. Scratch all of that nonsense. That's number 10, Donovan Rhodes. Then junior, Carson Peters. And number 12, Trayton Rhodes, junior. The Elkhart team's pretty tall, by the way. 6'3" and 6'1" have already come onto the floor. For the Cardinals, senior, 1,000-point scorer, Bryson Parker. For the Wildcats, number 23, a junior, Murray Houts. For the Cardinals, senior number 13, Austin Peters. For Elkhart, number 25, a junior, Junior Guillen. And rounding things out for the Cardinals, senior number 22, Gunnar Post. Last onto the court for the white jerseys, number 34, junior, Nathan Nelson. Your Cardinals are coached by Garrett Biebermeyer, assisted by Sean Strain and Travis Smaltz. For the Wildcats, we've got Coach Siemens, and it's before the boys' game that they do the national anthem. So we'll pause for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see where the dawn's early? What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous skies, o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and
Thank you, Austin. Good job.
Beautifully sung anthem. The pageantry of high school sports. We had the band here a moment ago. I think they're taking a break right now. Getting ready for the last regular season last regular season game, not last regular season game. Cardinals taking on the Wildcats from Elkhart. Your Cardinals are in their black away jerseys. Elkhart's in their white home. Parker matching up with Rhodes. Parker gets the tip. Levens comes away with it. Cardinals set up in the half court. Parker lets everything get going. Gunner's at the high post. Carson Peters at the low post. Cardinals showing some wrinkles here. Carson's got it up top now. Matched up against Trayton Rhodes. That's Donovan Rhodes matching up with Gunner. Carson in the corner. Gunner's looking for position here, gives it up. Cardinals are working things around the edges. Gunner sneaks in, inside out move, and he'll kick it back out. They're calling Gunner for a travel. Cardinals will go full court defense here, matching up. This Elkhart team only has 4 wins on the year. As far as common opponents go, they faced off against the Goodwell Eagles and against the Boise City Wildcats. Cardinals won both of those games, but not so for the Wildcats. Carson Peters is going to pick up the first foul of the game. He went to block the shot by Houts. Houts will get the foul call, and Houts will get the first point of the game, putting in a free throw. Houts puts up the second, bounces around and in. Lady Wildcats really struggle from the line. The boys, on the other hand, get their first shots to fall. Gunner into the baseline, picks up the double team, kicks it out to a wide open Bryson Parker. It'll bounce around, it's off, but Gunner's there. Doesn't get the rebound. Nash comes down with it and it gets tipped away. I brought it up in the girls' game, I'll bring it up in this one. Factors to keep in mind. They're playing with a wave ball here, which is a totally different texture. Doesn't seem to affect Bryson Parker. He puts in the baseline jumper. Cardinals are going full court man defense here. Peters brothers up top. Managed to get the ball into Rhodes. Now baseline drive. We're going to get a foul called on Bryson. Two quick fouls called against the Cardinals on the first 2 possessions. Elkhart will throw it in. Donovan Rhodes will go up top. Almost mishandles the ball. Whoops. That was a travel, but we're not going to call that one tonight. Let the white jerseys have a little bit of home cooking. It's a miss by Rhodes, though. Austin comes away with the rebound. Bryson coming the other way. 2-2 the score. Elkhart struck first with a couple of free throws. Cardinals in deep. Oh, Carson got called for a block. Donovan goes for a big-time block. Gets a whole bunch of Gunner in process. And coming the other way in the hurry come the Wildcats. Long shot from the corners, no good. Carson comes away with the rebound. Carson had a lower leg injury that kept him out of the Goodwell game. We'll be watching him to see how he responds tonight. Bryson follows up the baseline jumper with a long 3-pointer. Coach Biebermeyer will call the timeout. Let the Wildcats sit on that one for a moment. Cardinals will talk things over with our first time out of the game taken by the Cardinals. Here's your Cardinal cheerleaders. Donovan Rhodes will throw it in. Cardinals in that full court defense. 5-second count. Elkhart took way too long. if you're going to pass it to somebody, and by the way, you can do that after a make, in case you're wondering. You can pass it to a teammate on the baseline, but they ate up the 5 seconds allotted to get the ball inbounds, and Cardinals will take over with a chance to get another quick score. Austin into Carson. Carson gets himself free, and he follows Bryson's three with another three. And Coach, this time it'll be Coach Siemens will take a timeout. So a three-pointer followed by a timeout from the Cardinals, and then a three-pointer by the Cardinals followed by a timeout from Elkhart. Here's your Cardinal cheerleaders. Donovan Rhodes will throw it in again. Just like in the girls' game, we had two Brill Hearts. This game we got two Rhodes, number 10 and number 12, Donovan and Trayton. They do the same inbounds play, but mirrored. They go for the home run. There is nobody there. During the football season, Carson Peters plays quarterback. This time he was on the receiving end of a pass from the other team. A little bit of a scramble for the ball. Cardinals retained possession. Almost stolen. This one is stolen. Cardinals went to the well too many times. Elkhart made it interesting and got the shot to fall. Cardinals got away with one loose ball, but not the second. Bryson up top. Out to Levens in the corner. Carson Peters now working against Trayton Rhodes. Out to Austin. Back to Carson up top. Gunner working his way around inside, and Bryson will go for another three. Three three-pointers already for the Cardinals, and they lead 11-4. Carson working against Guillen. Guillen working inside, puts it up. It gets stalled in between the rim and the backboard. Carson blocks another shot, and somebody's going to get called for a foul. Evans going to go against Carson. They do not like the way Carson is blocking that ball. So Carson picks up his quick second foul of the game. All three fouls in the game have been called against the Cardinals. And Nelson misses his shot. Coach Biebermeyer will run a two-man rotation, bringing in Leonard and Huffman. And Caden Perry will come in for Elkhart. Nelson misses both. Cardinals get the rebound, courtesy of Levens. Bryson in the front court. Gunner's wide open in the corner. Bryson will kick it to the other corner for Jet. Gunner's setting up in the corner, trying to draw Donovan Rhodes out there. Jackson Leonard's running the inside game right now, working against Perry, who'd just come in. Cardinals almost lose another ball, but Bryson's able to track it down. Levens down to the baseline for Huffman. Huffman on the corner. Goes baseline, kick to Gunner, backside. Gunner putting up a long three. It's a miss. Goes out of bounds off the white jerseys. Levens will throw this one in. Bryson was open for a moment, but Huffman gets it in the other corner. Huffman drives into the lane. Huffman off the glass, puts it in. Cardinals up 13-4 now. Elkhart in a hustle. Get the ball up, it's a miss. Nelson tries to volleyball spike it. Bryson Parker comes away with the loose ball. Parker working against Rhodes. Rhodes gets enough of it to alter the shot. Elkhart scrambles for it, comes away with the rebound, and Elkhart, just like their female counterparts earlier, more than willing to run. Trayton Rhodes runs right over Bryson Parker. No call either way on it, but the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be Cardinals' ball. Coach Stevens is going to bring in a couple of subs. Number 13, Corey Wellen is on the floor now. Sorry, one sub. Rhodeses are still out there, as well as Houts. Huffman kicking into the corner for post. They're working, trying to get Leonard an opening there. Leonard's working against Houts, and boy howdy, there's a battle going on the inside. Cardinals will take advantage of it on the outside, and a baseline jumper by Huffman's good, and Cardinals now have a double-digit lead. 11 points it stands. Elkhart running their way right out of this game, not able to keep up with the Cardinals' pace and missing their shots. Another miss. Cardinals are getting all of the rebounds here. Elkhart's getting shots but doesn't have anybody in position. Cardinals have taken advantage of it. Gunner post from the outside. The three-pointers have helped. 3 3-pointers account for 9 of the points for the Cardinals. Bryson breaks some ankles but misses the jumper. Nash is there for the rebound. He'll go up and he'll get a foul called on Donovan Rhodes. Rhodes didn't like the call much, but the whistle blew anyway. Nash will get to shoot 2. Pile of players at the scorer's table getting ready to come in, including Carson Peters and Riley Fowler. Levin makes the first. Gunner will go to the bench. Carson coming in for him. Riley will be coming in for Nash here in a moment. Subs in for Elkhart. Elijah Torres coming in. Nash misses the second. Rebound by Perry. Palmer, who also just came in, working against Parker. And nice job, Parker, helping get the deflection. Levins with the steal. Levins got fouled right as he jumped in the air to throw it to Bryson. Cardinals running a beautiful transition there. So pretty, in fact, that Elkhart had to foul to stop it. And number 22, Elijah Torres will pick up the foul. That gives Riley Fowler a chance to come in and Levins a chance to get a quick break. Carson will throw it in underneath the bucket. He hits Jet, who finds an opening in the middle of the lane. Long football-style pass all the way down the court. Carson's got called for a couple of block attempts. Elkhart will pull back out before he gets the opportunity. Long shot's a miss and a rare offensive rebound for Rhodes. And Rhodes will get fouled on the shot attempt on the follow. Cardinals with a 18-4 lead. Starting to run away with this game here. Rhodes will give Elkhart a break. That's the first on Riley Fowler, who just come in. And Coach Siemens is going to go ahead and do a wholesale lineup change. Getting ready to send in 4. Jackson Leonard gets the rebound, though. The reserves will have to sit at the scorer's table for the moment. CP's wide open for 3 and drains another one. Another long baseball pass. Elkhart intent on trying to get that long pass to land. And this time it goes out of bounds. So that long baseball pass has not worked out for Elkhart, but they continue to try anyway. This time it's Torres who's unable to haul it in. And reserves in aplenty coming in for Elkhart. Hautzel was back out there. Both of the Rhodeses are out there. Guillen is back out there, as well as Nelson. So it's the starters on the floor for Elkhart. Parker working outside against Guillen. Head fake. Backside for Huffman. Huffman sneaking around, and this Elkhart defense just can't follow. Rhodes wants to go for the long pass again, and Cardinals are just having to play defensive back on these inbounds plays, and Huffman's going to pick up a foul. Jet was shadowing Guillen, and that's the 5th foul on the Cardinals. That's got Huffman's first, but it does put Guillen at the line shooting 2. Guillen makes the first. Gunner will come back in. Leonard out. Cardinals up by 18, 23-5 here. Looks like they put the point on the wrong side of the board, but we'll let them figure it out. Guillen misses the second. Gunner comes away with the rebound. And it was tipped out by Rhodes. Rhodes tried to sell the referee on it, but the referee was right there. Parker will bring it up. Cardinals on 100-point pace right now, 23-5. Elkhart doing their part, trying to run this ball as fast as they can and not getting any offensive rebounds along the way. So Cardinals putting up a big first quarter, looking for the 25th point. Riley Fowler steals a rebound away from Elkhart, gives it to Gunner. Gunner puts in another 2 points. Bryson Carson that time gets the block. Bryson helped alter the shot by Nelson. Nelson missed it. Huffman trying to add the 28th point for the Cardinals. CP trying to play tip drill. Gunner going for the tip. Rhodes gets a block. 40 seconds left. It's chaos on the floor here in the first quarter. Fowler gets the steal. And after he gets the steal, Houts going for the ball is a little bit late. Runs into Riley. And that'll be the foul. Cardinals were going to get an easy 2 out of that one. Riley already passed it up to CP, who had an unobstructed view to the goal. In the NBA, that counts for an extra 2 points, but we're playing high school ball here. Instead, the Cardinals will set up and run some more offense. They've been bombs away from the outside and using offensive rebounding to get second chances. Cardinals winning in every phase of the game right now. Huffman, big head fake. Hits the baseline jumper. Cardinals have 27 points on the board. Cardinals still playing full court defense, and Elkhart doing their part to keep the high-paced game going. Cardinals come away with a rebound off Gunner's rebound. Bryson inside for Huffman. Huffman puts another one off the glass. Cardinals are looking at almost a 30-point quarter. 29-5. Cardinals running the Wildcats out of their gym. Here's your Cardinal cheerleaders. All right, I'm going to have to go ahead and read this off. I don't know if we'll get a break otherwise. Jed Huffman's got 12 points, all of them field goals, a rebound and a foul. Nash Levens has 1 free throw, 3 rebounds and a steal. Carson Peters has 6 points off 3-pointers, 2 rebounds, 2 fouls and a steal. Bryson Parker has 8 points, 2 of them 3-pointers, a rebound, a foul, and 3 assists. Austin Peters a rebound, Gunner Post a bucket, 3 rebounds. Jackson Leonard a rebound. Riley Fowler 2 rebounds, a foul, and an assist. Cardinals up big. 29-5 already, and we've only played 8 minutes of game time. Elkhart wanting to run the ball, but unable to execute on the offensive side. Cardinals lights out from behind the 3-point lane, and then also gashing the Wildcats defense, finding openings and converting on jump shots. Everything going right so far for the black jerseys. Gunner tips the ball and gets a steal immediately on the inbounds pass. And the Cardinals are back at it. The full court defense has been overwhelming the Wildcats. Bryson Parker looks to add another 3 points from outside. Rebound will go out of bounds. Last touch by the white jerseys. Cardinals will throw it in from underneath. Coach Siemens will send in a full lineup change, and we're only 11 seconds into the quarter. Levens will come in, and Carson will get a break. Inside to Gunner. Gunner taking advantage of a much smaller opponent. Gunner got matched up with Caden Perry. Perry lists at 6 foot, but there's a significant size advantage between the two players. Gunner took advantage of that. Gunner misses the free throw for the and one opportunity, but the Cardinals get the rebound. Huffman again finding a lane inside, and Huffman getting another 2 points. Elkhart running it down the court and getting a layup. They've been trying for that transition bucket the whole first part of the game, and they finally get one to land. So Elkhart wants to run. Got to admire the tenacity of continuing to work it. Levens inside, working against a much smaller opponent. He'll put one right off the glass and in. He's matched up with Diego Barco, who lists at only 5'7". So Elkhart, right now, just being outmanned by what the Cardinals can put on the floor. Back cut, nice job by Elkhart, but then they can't hold on to the ball. It goes out of bounds, and the Cardinals will come away with it. So a nice idea there by Torres. He was working together with Grady Palmer, but Palmer's pass a little bit too far ahead of Torres. Torres can't haul it in, and the Cardinals get a chance to add to their 28-point lead. And yes, folks, we're just starting the second quarter. Leonard Levens, Huffman, Austin Peters and Gunner post inside to Leonard. Cardinals working the inside game. Kick out into the corner for Levens. Gunner comes away with the rebound. Cardinals getting all the opportunities here and matching up with the shooting. This time Austin will take a turn. Torres comes away with the rebound. Looks way ahead, but just too far. Oh. Did he kick that ball? Did he kick that ball into the wall? Elkhart fans got a little bit grumpy during the girls' game. Didn't like the way things were being called. I can't imagine what it's like sitting on the other side looking at a 35-7 game and things are still just getting going. Parker on the outside, kick across to Levens. Leonard working hard inside. Torres, honestly, is fouling Leonard like crazy, but referees are watching a 28-point game here and probably going to let stuff like that go. Levens inside, tremendous amount of contact. Levens had worked his way into a triple team, and contact caused him to lose control of the ball. The ball goes out of bounds, but they called the travel in the process. So full court defense again for the Cardinals. That's Corey Wellen who's bringing it up now. Siemens has gone to his backups. Didn't like what the starters were doing. That's Diego Barco. Back to Wellens. Then to Torres. Peters knocks it away. Carson comes away with it. Kick up to Parker. And Cardinals running the 3-on-1 game. Passes a little bit outside of Jackson's reach. Torres on the run the other way. Wellen puts up the shot. It's a miss. Rebound by Parker. Cardinals on the run again. 3-on-3 here. Cardinals will slow it down for a moment. Austin inside to Leonard. Leonard's got position. Huge amount of contact. Jackson will go up strong. Put in another 2 points for the Cardinals, and he'll get fouled in process. Cardinals up 30 in the first half. Cardinals been working this full court defense all year. Full court defense can wear your opponent out physically, mentally, emotionally, possibly spiritually. And Elkhart going to go ahead and bring the starters back in. They had a chance to watch the backups play things a little closer with the Cardinals. Maybe the starters will get some things figured out here. Missed by Leonard on the end, one attempt. Austin tries to tip the rebound, but ends up knocking it out of bounds. Cardinals will back off to half court here. We'll see if Elkhart still tries for that home run type play. Well, turns out Rhodes will throw it short to Guillen. So Guillen bringing it up. Cardinals going to half court defense here. They're up 30 here. Austin tips another pass. They get Rhodes deep. He gets the ball in the post. He wanted the ref to bail him out, but the Cardinals took the ball away. Riley gets the ball tipped away from him, but Austin's there with a little bit of help. Cross the court to Carson. They go inside for Jackson again, but starters doing a little bit better job here playing defense than those backups were a moment ago. Rhodes kick up top to Guillen. Riley racing. He'll get a chance for a layup here. And another 2 points for the Cardinals. 39 now. Cardinals hit 81 against Goodwell, and they're already halfway there. We still got half of a quarter left to go in the first half. Drive inside, shots up and good for Trayton Rhodes, and Cardinals coming the other way. Bryson on the outside, working against Houts, and Bryson will take another three and drain it. That's three for Bryson now. If Elkhart's not going to step out and play defense, Cardinals can go to shooting drills. Again, looking to go inside. Trayton Rhodes has it on the outside, working against Carson Peters. Now back up top to Guillen. Austin Peters just about gets a ball away from Nelson. And then into the corner it goes for Donovan Rhodes. Rhodes isn't able to get iron. Bryson Parker's got it. Goes the entire length of the court. 3 Elkhart Wildcats were there, but none were in the way of his shot. It goes in. Cardinals now up 44-9. Trayton Rhodes will take a chance for a three, and he'll hit one. Elkhart finally gets into double figures. Only problem is they're still 32 behind the Cardinals. Cardinals in control here. Bryson looks to answer it. Bounces it around and in. And then he'll tip a ball intended. Whoops. Cardinals got a little bit cute. Carson went for another block, and I think he's going to get called for that one. He's gotten called for 2 block attempts already. Cardinals not letting the Wildcats have anything easy here. Nelson went up to the shot. Carson will get called for the foul. Yeah. Third foul on Carson. Nelson misses the first. This time it's Coach Biebermeyer with a big change. He'll bring in 4 new Cardinals. Saul Alvarado coming in for the first time. Nash Levens, Gunnar Post, and Jet Huffman. They'll stay on the floor with Riley Fowler, who remains. Everybody else heads to the bench. Another miss on a free throw. Gunnar Post is there for the rebound. Cardinals in one of those games where you get to pad the stats a little bit and try out some things. Into the corner it goes. Jet Huffman gets a head fake and then kick back to Saul Alvarado. Into the other corner for Gunnar Post. He's not going to head fake that one. He'll go ahead and take the shot. It skims off the backside of the rim. Last touch by the white jerseys. Cardinals will throw it in from the corner. Alvarado will have it there. Cardinals hitting from outside, hitting from inside, and scoring in transition. Dominating in every phase of the game. Gunner's pass gets tipped away. Cardinals have turned it over a couple of times in the half court here in the second half of the second quarter. Trayton Rhodes drives in, gets fouled on that drive. That'll go on the ground. And that'll go against Riley Fowler. It's his second. Oh, they're going to say he was shooting from about midway in between the three-point line and the goal. But we'll go ahead and give him the chance for the free throws. They need the points. Rhodes started that drive at the three-point line. The whistle happened immediately, and they went ahead and gave him, I guess they're going to say it was a finger roll from about 15 feet out. Garza comes in. Nelson comes in. Gunner, the only starter on the floor right now. Alvarado's got it up top, so Cardinals working against the starters with mostly second-line players here. Inside to Gunner. Kick to Huffman. Huffman will put up that jumper from the lane again. Elkhart doesn't have a defense for it, and the Cardinals getting close to half 100. Donovan Rhodes will push off a Gunner, but nobody's going to call it. Donovan kicked it outside. Somehow they're going to say it's off one of the black jerseys. Donovan throws it into Trayton Rhodes. Trayton will put up the shot from the corner and hit it. So 14 points scored now. 17 points now. Gunner into Huffman. Huffman puts the shot up. Cardinals just taking advantage of this Elkhart defense. They can stop the ball, but they can't stop the pass. Another long shot put up from outside by Trayton Rhodes, and Gunner picks up another rebound. Gunner in transition. Beautiful pass last time. This time he'll go ahead and give it to Alvarado. Alvarado will restart the offense. Alvarado from outside. Oops, got it tipped away, but recovers inside to Gunner. Gunner to Huffman again, and Gunner and Huffman are having some fun out there. Gunner going no look. Showing off some old Magic Johnson moves there. Not sure if Gunner would know that reference, but all of us old-timers sure do. Beautiful passing display put on by the Cardinals here in the second half of the second quarter. Drive inside's no good. Ball tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Nelson. Cardinals sitting at 53. 68 seconds left to go in the first half. Again, Cardinals' biggest scoring output this year was 81. That was just the last game. That was when we played the Eagles on Friday from Goodwell. Levens almost gets it away from Donovan Rhodes. Donovan drives in, gets the layup to hit, and 19 now for the Wildcats. Out to Alvarado. Alvarado to Garza. Nelson over the top. Now Alvarado in the corner. Inside, they're looking for Ryder Ireland, who just came in. Ireland kicked it out. Levens to Garcia on the outside. Garcia went for a step back. And Jag Huffman and Angel Silva will come in for the first time tonight. And I think the Cardinals have emptied the bench. I think everybody's had a chance to get into the game. It's only the first half. Huffman matching up in the corner with Guillen. Guillen turns it over. Wellen will come back in, Guillen to the bench. Still a bunch of starters in for Elkhart. Both of the Rhodes, as well as Houts. Jag Huffman up top, working against Wellen. Huffman over the top of the screen from Garza. Garza on the wing. Garza with some fancy dribble and then hands it off to Angel Silva. Angel resets the offense up top. Levins on the wing. Ryder Ireland's playing around on that inside post, waiting for a pass from somebody. And Levins on the outside ends up getting pushed. And a foul get called against Elkhart. Only 4 fouls have been called in the entire quarter. That makes just number 5. And that'll be the second one called on Perry. Garza's got it up top. Under 10 seconds left to go. Garza, kick out to Silva. Everybody wants Silva to shoot. Ball gets tipped. Silva was working his way inside before it got slapped away from him. And the Cardinals will go into the half with their biggest half of the year, 53-19. Cardinals all over the Wildcats here in Elkhart. Last regular season game, and the Cardinals having some fun. Oh, here's some excitement. Elkhart's throwing out Frisbees. That's one way to get the crowd's attention. If you're not looking, upside your head comes the big plastic disc. Either way, let's talk about scoring from the Cardinals and the other statistics. Jet Huffman. Whoops. Let me go ahead and widen out so you can watch all the whatever festivities they have here at Elkhart for their halftime. Okay, Jet Huffman has 20 points. That's leading all scorers. All of its field goals, Jet by himself has outpaced the Wildcats, and they've let him into the lane over and over to do his thing. He's also got a rebound and a foul. Nash Levins has 3 points. One of those a free throw, 3 rebounds and a steal. Carson Peters, 6 points off 3-pointers, 2 rebounds, 3 fouls, all of them attempted blocks, and 2 steals. Bryson Parker, 16 points, 4 of those 3-pointers, 3 rebounds, a foul, and 3 assists. Austin Peters, 2 rebounds and a steal. Gunnar Post, 4 points, 6 rebounds, a steal, and a couple of assists. Jackson Leonard, 2 points and a rebound. Riley Fowler, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 2 fouls, a steal, and an assist. Cardinals came out with a 29-5, just blitzing the Wildcats on their home court, spoiling well, it's not their last game, but spoiling their attempt at taking a win over an Oklahoma team for the first time this year. And then in the second quarter, Cardinals came out, and again with a big quarter. Elkhart was able to score 14 in the second quarter. Coach Siemens put in a bunch of the backups. They got things settled down a little bit, but the Cardinals still ended up putting up 24 points to the 14 that Elkhart got. So big half for the Cardinals, 53-19. Over 30 points difference, 34 to be exact if you want to do the quick math and check me. Let's talk about tomorrow. I mentioned it a couple of times, but want to make sure everybody's ready for it. Tomorrow and Thursday will be virtual days for the Cardinals. School, we had too many people sick or unable to be at school for various reasons. Not enough staff people. We do have a bunch of students sick as well, but not enough staff people, and so the Cardinals will have to be virtual tomorrow. We're not letting out school. It's just a virtual day. So parents, again, be sure that you've checked in with what's supposed to be going on. You might see those updates tomorrow morning. I know some of the teachers set home packets, especially with younger students. I know on the high school and junior high side, a lot of what we do is we'll post on Google Classroom. So attendance, it's possible that your child may have to take attendance first thing in the morning. I don't know how likely that is, but it is possible. So make sure that they are getting on in whatever their teacher had told them to do to check in. It could be Zoom video. It could be an email to the teacher. There could be some sort of poll or Google Classroom question that they have to answer. It's also possible that the homework has been sent home with them and that they'll be doing that homework completely at home and not have to do anything virtual. Just make sure that you understand what's going on. If needed, contact your teacher, email them, get a hold of them and find out what's going on. I do know some teachers have made arrangements to be virtual with their students and be available for video calls. So just make sure that you know what's going on. It's a virtual day tomorrow, and it is a virtual day on Thursday, guaranteed. Friday, we'll have a reassessment. You will know before Friday comes. If we have enough staff, if we're able to open school, we will open again in person on Friday. If not, it will be another virtual day. We won't get ahead of ourselves, though, but we know that for these next 2 days, it will be a virtual day. Coming up on Friday, the Cardinals will be going on the road to O'Keene for playoffs. The Cardinals will be taking on the O'Keene Whippets. It is on their home court, but O'Keene's the number 3 seed. And so the Cardinals will be facing off against O'Keene on their home court. And that's a 3 seed against a 2 seed. O'Keene, as the 3 seed, got to pick. They chose to play us. On the boys' side, on the girls' side, O'Keene was the number 3 seed and chose to play the Academy of Classical Christian Studies. So the girls, for the Turpin Cardinals, get a break on Friday. They have a bye, and they will play in the district championships on Saturday. The boys have to win on Friday against O'Keene to play in the district championships against the Academy of Christian Studies private school out of Oklahoma City. So that's coming up on Friday. We will not be streaming the game on Turpin Live during the game. We do not have the rights. OSSAA has a deal with NFHS. NFHS has a streaming service, and they have the right to be exclusive for any round of the playoffs. Traditionally, it's normally just for the state playoffs, but they have the right to exercise that at any round that they want to, and they chose to exercise it for the playoffs at the O'Keene site. So NFHS will have the exclusive playoff rights for the live stream. What we'll be doing for the Turpin live stream is we'll be taping. We will have the game going in real time, but you won't be able to watch it until after the game is over. If things work out the way that I'm planning, immediately after the game ends, I will make the stream available and you can watch it immediately afterwards. So you'll know the result if you're watching Squirtle, if you're getting updates from somebody, but you won't actually be able to watch the game on Turpin Live unless you wait until after the game has actually ended. So that's what's coming up on Friday. On Saturday, the boys' game will be at 7:30 on Friday in O'Keene. On Saturday, the district championship is played at 6 o'clock. Our girls are guaranteed playing in that game. And then the boys' district championship is played immediately afterwards. Estimated game time will be somewhere around 7:30. So that's what you're looking at on Friday and Saturday. That's what you're looking at with streaming. On the bright side, we don't have to play for the rights for streaming since we don't get to live stream. But in the regionals, we'll again apply for and hope to get streaming rights for our own games. So we'll see how it works out. We'll keep you up to date on that. Make sure you're checking Turpin Live, or that you're checking the Turpin Facebook pages and following things from there. Cardinals are back out on the floor warming up. A lot of happiness on the Cardinals side. 53-19 will do that for you, especially when you've still got 16 minutes of game time left to play. I have no idea the last time the Cardinals were able to put 100 up on the scoreboard. I do know that our highest total this year is 81. Our second highest total this year is 77. So Cardinals have both of those in reach, and if Elkhart continues to play fast pace and keep chucking the ball down the floor and cooperates on their end, you got the potential for another 50-point quarter or 50-point half. But we'll have to see how things go. Cardinals worked everybody in. I don't know if we'll be watching a JV scrimmage in the second half or not, but Cardinals have a lot of shooters they can put out on the floor and a lot of fast guys. Elkhart really has struggled in the first half to play defense against the pass. They're doing a good job against the ball, but then once that ball gets in, especially deep into the post, as people cut to the basket or cut into the lane, Elkhart's defense just struggling to pick them up. So, minute and a half left to go before we start things off for the third quarter. One last moment for you to grab a snack, grab a drink, or hit the bathroom before more Cardinals basketball comes your way.
So I went, there was no more. There's no more. I wanted to. I wanted to.
Cardinals sending the starters onto the court for the second half. Wildcats sending the starters onto the court for the second half. Starters for the Cardinals in their black jerseys. As we get ready to start the third, Bryson Parker, Austin Peters, Gunnar Post, Carson Peters, and Nash Levins. Carson Peters running the high post right now. Gunnar in the corner. Nash also on the outside. Austin on the backside wing has it. Nash in the corner. They freed up Gunnar underneath. Gunnar kicks it out. Another beautiful pass from Gunnar. Carson doesn't get the shot to fall. Elkhart coming away with the defensive rebound. Guillen out on the wing working against Carson. Carson is playing now with 3 fouls. Nobody else in foul trouble. Riley Fowler has 2. Long shot from the corner is no good. And the Cardinals mishandle it and lose the ball out of bounds. One thing to watch for, Cardinals with this big lead, sometimes things can get a little bit messy and sloppy. Cardinals have to still take their opponent seriously. Elkhart may not have very many wins this year, but they've shown they really do like playing a fast pace. Parker almost gets it away from Guillen, and Austin steals it as Guillen has to save it at the half court. Bryson, Cardinals lose the ball again. Austin's pass to Bryson doesn't work out. Bryson just about gets it away from Rhodes. Cardinals just about steal another pass. Cardinals overplaying here. They've got a big enough lead they can take risks. Missed shot by Elkhart. Gunnar comes away with the rebound. Carson Peters to his brother Austin in the corner. Into Gunnar deep. Gunnar, turn around. Little jumper. Kind of a hook shot actually, but it's a little bit short. Rhodes sealing off Gunnar, and a long shot from the outside by Trayton Rhodes. And Elkhart pulls back within 31. Lady Cardinals got up big in the first half. They doubled up the Lady Cats 32-16 in the first, and then played even with the Lady Cats the rest of the way. In deep, Gunnar Post gets another 2 points. Carson goes for another block attempt. Ball gets stuck in between the backboard and the rim. Possession arrow goes white. In case you're wondering, it's a jump ball when the ball gets caught like that. And possession arrow went to Elkhart. So Elkhart gets another chance on that one. They had Guillen wide open at the low post, but Trayton Rhodes would rather shoot a 3-pointer. Gunnar gets the rebound after the miss by Trayton. And Bryce will bring the ball in the front court. Well, Cardinals have put up 53 through 16 minutes for the first 2 minutes of this third quarter. Things have slowed down considerably. Only 4 points so far in the quarter. Carson trying to add to the total for the Cardinals. Misses the shot. Cardinals get the rebound. Bryson Parker putting in another jumper. Cardinals up now 57-22, back to 35-point lead. Inside to Donovan Rhodes. Donovan working hard against Gunnar. Gets the shot to fall. Carson on the outside. Elkhart's gone to a zone now. Cardinals kicking it around. That'll lead to even more 3-point attempts for the Cardinals if they want them. Carson will dribble in. Rhodes can't get out to meet him in time, and Carson gets a shot to fall. 35 stands again, 59-24. Pace is slowing down considerably here. Cardinals probably aren't going to run the full court defense anymore. Rhodes goes up, and Gunner will get called for a touch foul on Rhodes' arm. Rhodes will get a chance for an and one. Rhodes makes it. Cardinals throw it in. Bryson's got it. Cardinals sitting on the edge of 60 points. Austin will get called for a travel. Ball's got to be going in a downward motion whenever you start to lift that pivot foot. That was not the case. That is a travel. Some refs don't call it, but it is a travel. Trayton Rhodes will throw it in to Guillen. Jackson Leonard will come in. Gunner will get a break. Donna Rhodes is calling for it, working against Jackson. Kick out on the edge to Hout. Long shot bounces around. Carson comes down with it. And I think Donovan Rhodes will get called for the foul. He does. Carson came down with it. Donovan wouldn't let go of it. Eventually the whistle separates the two. Donovan Rhodes will get called for his second foul. Riley Fowler will come in. Nash Levens will take a seat. Into the corner for Jackson. Jackson putting up a quick three. It's off, but Carson's there for the rebound. Carson gauges the contact, goes up. Elkhart backed off of him for who knows what reason. And Elkhart again pushing pace. Guillen trying to get in deep. Fowler battling inside with Perry. Then Perry will give it up. Now Donovan Rhodes down deep again with Jackson Leonard. And Elkhart in danger of turning over. Bryson Parker picks it up for an easy steal, and Bryson will get contact, can't get the layup to fall. Perry challenged him, not sure why. I guess he wanted Bryson to earn it at the free throw line. So Cardinals playing it even with the Wildcats in this quarter. They started the quarter up 34, and it stays at 34. But Bryson's got a chance to add to the lead here. Bryson makes the first. Bryson, tremendous free throw shooter. Mason Nelson will come in. Carson will take a break. Jed Huffman's in, by the way. Saul Verado getting ready to come in for Bryson. Bryson makes it, so he'll take a seat. All the starters now on the bench. And Cardinals' second line in on the floor now. Cardinals' second line taken over with a 36-point lead, 63-26. Leonard almost tips it away from Rhodes. Rhodes looking to go in, drive, put it up. And we're starting to slow things down and call some more contact now. But Donovan Rhodes will get the chance to shoot two. Rhodes misses the first. Diego Barco will come in, and Wells will take a break. No, that's Perry that'll take a break. Grady Palmer's in as well. Bounces around, last touch by Jackson Leonard. White jerseys will get another possession. Only starter left on the floor is Donovan Rhodes for Elkhart. Rhodes is calling for it. Kick out on the baseline. Jumper's a miss. Riley Fowler trying to save it, and he does. Alvarado bringing the ball up. Huffman on the outside. Huffman splits the top of the defense, then kicks it out. Inside to Jackson. Jackson goes up, gets a block by Donovan Rhodes. Rebound by Rhodes, and coming the other way is Elkhart defense. Well, Elkhart on the offense, sorry. Donovan work against Jackson again. Donovan really wants to put that ball up. It's a miss, though, and Huffman's got it. They triple team him. back off to a double team, and Cardinals bring the ball to the floor in a hurry. Huffman out on the wing. Baseline to Riley Fowler. Rhodes gets another block, but doesn't follow it. And it'll go out of bounds. Last touch by Grady Palmer. Cardinals will have it on the baseline. Alvarado throwing it in. Nelson's in the corner. Rhodes will take a seat. He may be done for the day. Nelson will go ahead and take a three and drain it. That gives the Cardinals their biggest lead of the game. They're up 39 now. Nice cut, but Alvarado comes over the top, tips it away and steals it. Ball gets knocked out of bounds by Elkhart. Huffman will bring it up. Elkhart looks to be running that 2-3. Outside shots will abound if the Cardinals want it. Jed Huffman wants one from outside. Riley Fowler get the rebound. Huffman will take another jumper from outside, rolls around and in. Cardinals at 68 now. Palmer puts up the shot from deep and gets it to fall. Huffman brings it up. Leonard snuck down to the low post, turnaround jumper. It's off. Rebound by Palmer. Elkhart's doing a much better job on offensive rebounding now. In the first half, Cardinals got almost every single ball coming off the rim or the backboard. Shots no good. Follow-up's no good. Huffman comes away from the rebound with the rebound. And Cardinals into the front court. Fowler with the screen up top into Alvarado baseline. Leonard's at the post. Alvarado sneaks around the baseline, gives it to Leonard. It tips out of bounds. Last touched by number 14, Giovanni Guillen. Garza will come in. Huffman will take a break. He might be done for the night, but we'll see. Nelson goes for another long three-pointer. He hit one from one corner, tried for the other. Unable to get it. Cardinals challenging. The ball got out of bounds. Last touched by Guillen, who was trying to call that in. Sorry, that's by Torres. Nelson in the front court. Into Leonard in the low post. On ball, Cardinals are going to turn it over.
Backcourt violation, white ball.
68 seconds left in the quarter. Cardinals with a huge lead, knocking on the door of a 40-point deficit here. Not deficit, 40-point lead. Drive inside, shots up. Cardinals challenge, contact. And Diego Barco will go to the line shooting two. Cardinals aren't allowing anything easy. Free throws a miss. Barco's shot's a miss. He misses both. Garza tracks down the rebound. Fowler out to Alvarado. Alvarado bringing it up. Under 60 seconds left to go in the third. Garza on the outside. Head fake. Fowler's trying to post up down low. Alvarado. Reverse layup. Tell you what, he got down there so deep on the penetration, I don't think he was ready for them to abandon him like that. Elkhart actually left Alvarado alone, and his steps were just a little bit messed up. He couldn't get the ball up cleanly. And 38 points remains the difference. Alvarado challenging a ball inside for Torres, and Torres makes a move to the goal. Puts it in. 68-32. Cardinals have expanded the lead, but certainly slowed things down a lot. Only 15 points so far in this quarter after 53 points in the first half. Elkhart really wants to run, but so far they've been able to get the buckets to fall nearly as quickly as the Cardinals have. Alvarado's going to get called for a reaching foul, trying to poke it away from Guillen.
That's his first.
That's only Alvarado's first. Fourth team foul. Again, looking for Torres. Leonard knocks it away. What in the world are they doing? Ball got knocked out of bounds in the corner. They move it back over underneath the bucket. Oh, well. Whoops. Torres slips just a little bit, loses the ball out of bounds. Cardinals get the ball back. They've got 5 seconds. Leonard's going to throw it up ahead for Alvarado. Alvarado's going to have to take... Oh, pass to Garza. Long shot. Kisses the rim, but no good. And the Cardinals add to the lead, 68-32. 36 points the difference. Here's your Cardinal cheerleaders.
Hey, Cameron. Wesley Randolph. Come on, Wesley. That's the birthday team. Cameron Henry. Hollywood. James Peacock. And Simon.
All right. Sorry about that, guys. Stats through 3 quarters. Jet Huffman has 24, all of them field goals, 3 rebounds and a foul. Nash Levens, 3 points, 3 rebounds, a steal. Carson Peters, 8 points, 2 rebounds, 3 fouls, 2 steals. Bryson Parker, 20 points, 4 rebounds, a foul, 3 assists. Austin Peters, 2 rebounds, 2 steals. Gunnar Post, 6 points, 9 rebounds, a foul, a steal, 2 assists. Mason Nelson, 3 points. Saul Alvarado, a foul and steal. Max Garza, a rebound and a foul. Jackson Leonard, 2 points, a rebound and a foul. Riley Fowler, 2 points, 4 rebounds, 2 fouls, a steal, and 2 assists.
And then for the adults, the number is 326-8026.
Cardinals on the floor to start the 4th quarter. Mason Nelson, Saul Alvarado, Max Garza, Riley Fowler, Jackson Leonard. Alvarado looks in deep for Riley Fowler. Fowler can't handle it. Goes out of bounds. Starters back on the floor for Elkhart. You've got Trayton and Donovan Rhodes, Guillen. That was Guillen putting up the shot. You've also got Nelson and Houts on the floor. So, foul by the Cardinals. That'll be 2 now on Garza. Guillen goes to the line, shooting 2. And we've gone to a running clock now. Again, makes 1 of the 2. Alvarado brings it into the front court. Just about loses it, regains it. Comes over the top. Ryder Ireland's in now. Pass into Ireland. Ireland working against Rhodes. Rhodes swings away at the shot. Ryder ends up missing it. Coming the other way is Houts. Houts will put up a floater from way out. Ryder Ireland's got the rebound. Ireland's outlet pass to Garza just about mishandled, but Max holds on to it. Max wide open for a 3. It's a miss. Ireland battling for it with Rhodes, and every loose ball going off black jerseys right now. Trayton Rhodes will take another one of those 3-pointers as Donovan Rhodes comes away with the rebound and gets the putback. Elkhart trying to narrow the gap. Rhodes gets another block. Ball gets tipped out of bounds. This time it's off of a white jersey, and Ryder will throw it in. Kick by Houts, and Cardinals will throw it in again. Ireland looked to throw it in, gets it to Riley. Riley will take a long shot from the outside. It's a miss. Rhodes. Rhodes did a whole bunch of things wrong on that, but none of them count. Jag Huffman hits the floor after a swing by Guillen, and things are getting interesting here at Elkhart. Jag Huffman puts up a long shot. Nelson comes away with the rebound, and Guillen will hold up with Huffman on him. Guillen picking his way inside. Pick and roll to Rhodes. I have no idea why some of these fouls are getting called, guys. That'll be the third foul on Riley Fowler. Silva will come back in. So Elkhart's running starters here at the end of the game, up or down by 30. I have no idea why. Not exactly something you're used to seeing with a team in this case, but and over and back called against the Cardinals. Guillen working against Huffman. Guillen all the way to the hole, puts it in. And Elkhart getting the chance to get the score back under 30. Huffman puts up the long shot. It's a miss. Guillen's got the rebound. Huffman going for the steal against Guillen. Guillen holds on to it. Out to Nelson. Nelson travel in. Sorry, not traveling. Wrong choice there, but goes on a baseline cut. Puts the shot up. Ryder challenges. Ryder will get called for the foul. Clock continues to count. Nelson makes the first. And Coach Siemens will go ahead and put in the backups. All right, so starters are out for Elkhart now. 26 points the difference on the board. At one point, Cardinals were knocking at 40, but Elkhart starters were able to narrow the gap against the Cardinals' third line. Nelson goes for a long three. Drains it. That's two for Mason. And Cardinals at 71. Highest point output for the Cardinals this year was 81. They got that against Goodwell. And 77 against Tyrone, the opening game of the year. So Cardinals might bookend the regular season with a couple of 70-point games here. Cardinals full court defense, just way too much for Elkhart in the first half. Jag loses the ball, goes down to the floor, holds on to it, but it's a jump. Clocks are running here in Elkhart. Penetration on the baseline. Dribbler loses the ball. Referees will give him another shot at it. Long shot from the outside, no good. Jag ties up a ball intended for a rebound. Cardinals have the possession arrow. And they've got 80 seconds left to work with. Clocks are running and there's no fouls being called on the white jerseys, so looks like the Cardinals will struggle to get any more points tonight. Silva comes away with a rebound, looks up the court for Ireland. Ireland will go up. Out of bounds on Turpin somehow. .47 seconds now. Oh, we're going to call another foul. Clock's going to keep on running, so Cardinals may or may not get another possession here. Well, really fun first half. Cardinals firing on all cylinders, dominating in every phase of the game. Third quarter turned into a little bit of a slog. Cardinals still win a close third quarter, and then the fourth quarter's been a complete mess. Elkhart decided to run the clock, decided not to start calling any more fouls except on the black jerseys, and Cardinals will finish things off still with a big win. 71-45 here in Elkhart. So both Cardinals teams come into Elkhart and win against the Wildcats and Lady Wildcats. Both teams moved to 15-8. By the way, 15 wins was the Cardinals' record last year. So they look to expand on that and have an even better season this year. Playoffs start on Friday. Make sure you are paying attention. If you want to watch the game live, you'll have to get to it on NFHS. Go to their website, nfhs.com. Tomorrow, remember, is a virtual day for the school. Make sure you're having your students check in. Students that are watching this, make sure you're checking in. You've got to still take attendance in one form or another. It is not just an at-home day, sleeping in and not doing anything. It is a school day tomorrow, just a different looking school day. We'll finish things up here. That's it for today. We'll see you on video on Friday. You'll be able to watch immediately after the game ends on Friday.